To forgive others is to free oneself, yet many struggle with this concept. True forgiveness goes beyond words. It involves a deep internal process that allows for emotional release and spiritual growth. Forgiving others can be challenging, but it's crucial for forgiving oneself. Here are key areas where forgiveness is essential. Forgive others for words that touch old wounds. People in our lives are often unaware of our deeper struggles. They might say hurtful things unknowingly because they don't know our past experiences. In professional settings, colleagues may not be aware of personal challenges. Their words might sting because they unknowingly touch sensitive areas. In personal relationships, friends might not fully understand your history or emotional scars. When their words trigger old wounds, it can feel deeply painful. It's important to recognize that these individuals often don't mean to cause harm. They act based on their limited understanding of your situation. They aren't aware of the full picture of your life and the burdens you carry. Forgiving them means acknowledging that their hurtful words were unintentional. It stems from a lack of knowledge about your personal struggles. Understand that it's not always possible for others to know every aspect of your life. Expecting them to be fully aware of your emotional landscape is unrealistic. Forgive them for not knowing you better and for the inadvertent pain they caused. This forgiveness helps you release the hurt and prevents resentment from building up. Pain, whether physical or emotional, can overwhelm a person. It can spill over, affecting those around them. Think of pain as a liquid filling a glass. When it overflows, it spreads everywhere. People burdened with significant pain often have a sour disposition. They might even resent your happiness. When someone is in deep pain, their behavior can become negative or hurtful. They may act out, say harsh things, or seem perpetually unhappy. It's crucial to recognize that this negativity often stems from their own suffering. Their pain makes it difficult for them to engage positively with others. Forgiving them means understanding that their actions reflect their inner turmoil. They are not targeting you personally, but struggling with their own issues. By viewing their behavior through a compassionate lens, you can let go of hurt or resentment. It's also essential to recognize that everyone deals with pain differently. Some people might withdraw, while others might lash out. Their pain can make it hard to appreciate others' happiness, leading to jealousy or resentment. This doesn't mean your happiness is wrong or that you should feel guilty about it. Forgive them for their reactions, and remember that their pain is not your responsibility. You can offer support and empathy, but you cannot heal their wounds for them. Forgive them for their absence. There are times in life when people face difficult choices between being present and fulfilling other responsibilities. Parents, in particular, know this struggle well. Perhaps your parents couldn't spend as much time with you as you needed because they were working to provide for the family. Children often feel the pain of a parent's absence, even when it's due to work or other responsibilities. It's crucial to understand that this absence doesn't always reflect a lack of love. Parents may struggle with difficult choices, trying to provide for their family's needs. Healing from such hurt often requires open, honest communication. As an adult, you can initiate a conversation to understand their perspective. Share how their absence affected you, but also be ready to listen to their side of the story. They might have their own regrets about not being there for you. It's important to approach this dialogue with empathy and a willingness to understand, rather than to justify their actions. In your youth, you might have expected romantic partners to be your entire world. You may have wanted them to be your top priority and sole source of happiness. However, this expectation is unrealistic and can lead to disappointment. No one person can fulfill all your needs or be your only source of joy. While a mother might sacrifice everything for her child, adult relationships require balance and mutual respect. It's essential to maintain independence within a relationship. If someone didn't give you the attention you craved, try to forgive them. Remember that love should enhance your life, not consume it entirely. True relationships involve two individuals supporting each other while maintaining their own identities. Forgiveness can help you move past unrealistic expectations and build healthier connections in the future. Forgive those who took advantage of your unconditional love or friendship. When you love without limits, you become vulnerable to hurt. This happens because you haven't learned to protect yourself. Forgiveness means understanding that everyone makes mistakes. It also involves setting healthy boundaries in future relationships to avoid similar pain. Forgive people for being unreceptive and distrustful. Some have faced so many hardships that they're always on guard. Picture a mistreated dog that won't let anyone near, even with food. Similarly, people who've been hurt often become wary and defensive. They can't trust that your intentions are genuine. These individuals build emotional walls to shield themselves from more pain. Their experiences teach them to be cautious and expect the worst. They question the motives of those trying to get close. This constant distrust makes it hard to form new relationships or accept kindness. When you meet someone who rejects your kindness or doubts your intentions, try to understand why. Their distrust isn't about you or your character. It's a defense mechanism from years of disappointment. Forgiving them means recognizing their past hurts. Understand that their defensiveness is self-protection. Remember, their inability to trust isn't personal. It's about their own experiences and fears. Forgiveness is key when dealing with those who've been hurt. Their past experiences shape their responses, making trust difficult. While it's natural to feel frustrated, releasing that burden allows for genuine connections. Recognize that their journey influences their reactions. Continue offering kindness without expecting immediate acceptance. This approach involves patience and empathy, understanding that trust takes time to rebuild. Be consistent and kind. Your steady presence may slowly break down their defenses. Remember, forgiving their distrust doesn't mean tolerating negativity. Set healthy boundaries while maintaining compassion. Your understanding can lead to positive interactions, even if progress is slow. Forgive those who didn't help when you needed it. Sometimes people choose not to act out of fear or weakness. They might have been easily swayed or lacked the strength to think independently. When support is needed and people fail to step up, it can feel like betrayal. Recognize that inaction often stems from personal fears and insecurities. They might have been too scared to intervene or unsure how to make a stand. Their inability to help reflects their limitations, not your worth. Forgive their fear and lack of courage. Understand that everyone has their own struggles and weaknesses. By practicing forgiveness, you free yourself from resentment and open the door to healthier relationships. It's a process that benefits both you and those around you. Not everyone has the strength to act decisively in tough situations. Their choice to look away might stem from fear of conflict, a need to fit in, or lack of confidence. They may have felt powerless or overwhelmed, avoiding involvement altogether. Forgiveness requires empathy. Try to see things from their viewpoint and understand their internal struggles. This helps you let go of resentment and disappointment. Accept that their actions were influenced by fears, not a desire to harm you. It's crucial to forgive yourself for feeling hurt and unsupported. Acknowledge your feelings and understand that your need for support was valid. Your pain is real, but holding on to anger only prolongs suffering. Forgiveness isn't about excusing behavior. It's about releasing its hold on you. It means acknowledging their humanity, with all its flaws and fears, and choosing to move forward. Forgive them for not having gone through what you have. Their lack of empathy often comes from limited life experience. They can't put themselves in your shoes because they haven't faced similar challenges. This lack of experience makes it hard for them to be considerate and tolerant. Many people haven't been hit hard by life and live in a bubble where everything seems easy. They haven't faced significant hardships, so they can't fully grasp your struggles and pain. This disconnect can lead to frustration and isolation. You might feel others are unable to truly understand your experiences. Remember, their perspective is limited by their own journey. When someone fails to show empathy, it's often because they haven't faced similar challenges. They haven't been forced to grow in the same ways you have. This doesn't make them bad people. Their life experience is simply different from yours. Forgiving their lack of understanding means recognizing that empathy is built through experience. They aren't intentionally ignoring your pain or being dismissive. They just don't have the same reference points. Their lives might have been more sheltered or fortunate. This has kept them from fully appreciating the complexities and challenges you've faced. Forgiveness in this context also means being patient with others. While they may not fully grasp your struggles, they can still learn and grow. Your experiences and insights can help educate and broaden their perspectives. This can foster greater empathy and understanding over time. Let go of the expectation that everyone should understand your pain. Instead, focus on nurturing relationships with those who show genuine empathy and support. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your resilience and strength. Seek out those who can offer the understanding and compassion you need. Remember, forgiving others protects you from negative energy. It allows you to move forward with a lighter heart and a more positive outlook.